Introducing the PolySpek series of desktop metal analyzers from Aran Technology. The PolySpek is the latest in a long line of CCD-based spectrometers from Aran Technology, the first company to produce CCD-based spectrometers for metals analysis. Since 1988, the company has produced over 1,000 units for use in over 30 countries worldwide and for a variety of applications. The PolySpek is the company's most recent design, incorporating multiple spectrometers into one unit to provide a powerful yet very compact package that can be used to analyze almost any type of metal. The diagram shows how the spectrometer optics work. To start the process, a sample is sparked. The light from the sample travels through an entrance window and slit, which reduces the amount of light traveling through to the spectrometer. Once this light is inside the optical cell, it travels through to a collimator mirror, which reflects the light to the diffraction grating. The diffraction grating then divides the light into wavelengths and reflects this light to the camera mirror. The camera mirror reflects the dispersed spectrum to the CCD, which measures the intensity of each wavelength using finely ruled light detectors or pixels. Several versions of the PolySpek are available depending on your application. The most basic model is the PolySpek N, which utilizes two optical cells for analysis of common non-ferrous metals. The PolySpek F includes a third argon purge optic, which will allow measurement of most ferrous metals, including the analysis of carbon, phosphorus, and sulfur. The PolySpek A includes a fourth optic to allow for analysis of ferrous and complex non-ferrous alloys, including the analysis of sodium, lithium, and potassium if required. And last but not least, the PolySpek M can be used to analyze any base or metal type, and it is well suited for multi-matrix applications. Under the hood, the PolySpek is neatly laid out and not as complex as one might think. As in the previous diagrams, the optical cells are laid out around the spark stand area to be able to view the light from the sample. Here we can see that this is the PolySpek F unit with optics 1, 2, and 3 connected. The hardware is controlled by the PolySpek analytical software, which is activated with a self-installed shortcut on the desktop. When double-clicked, the program launches and prompts the operator to select a program to run. Once a program is selected, the software goes to the ready state, indicating it is ready to run a sample. Analyzing a sample is very simple. First, the sample is placed onto the spark stand, the clamp is lowered, and the start button is pushed. On screen, the Analysis in Progress window comes up, showing the operator where the system is in the analytical cycle. In this case, the argon first flushes the spark stand for 5 seconds, then sparks the sample under high energy condition for 5 seconds to excite the sample, and finally drops the power of the burn and tells the computer to look at the light from the sample for the final 5 seconds. When the process is finished, analytical results appear on screen. The sample is now removed from the spark stand, the electrode tip is brushed, and the sample is analyzed again to obtain 2 repeatable burns. The same Analysis in Progress window comes up, keeping the operator informed of where the instrument is in the analytical cycle. When the burn is finished, the results from the second spark appear along with an average, standard deviation, and relative standard deviation. Each time the start button is pressed, the sample clamp automatically locks the sample in place under pressure from the argon line. The clamp itself can be adjusted up or down depending on the height of the sample being analyzed. One of the more routine parts of maintaining the integrity of analytical results is a process called restandardization. This process adjusts the instrument for day-to-day variation and will help to ensure that your results are correct. This process is started by clicking on the Standardize icon at the top of the screen. Once a program is selected, a List of Standardization Samples appears at the top of the screen. The first sample is placed on the spark stand and the Start button is pushed. As in the analytical mode, the screen displays the Analysis in Progress window. When finished, the system reports the result from the first burn. The sample is now removed, the electrode is brushed, and the sample is analyzed again. Generally, 2 to 3 burns are taken on each sample to ensure good consistency. When the operator is finished running the first standardization sample, a mouse click on the name of the sample saves it and brings up the name of the next sample to run. Subsequent standardization samples are analyzed in the same manner. When all of the samples have been run, the correction table is displayed, highlighting any problem areas in red. The operator saves the corrections by hitting any key on the keyboard. The system is now ready to analyze samples. Sample ID fields can be custom configured for individual requirements and to make recall of data at a later time more efficient. Various other settings are available to allow you to customize the system mode of operation to your liking, including the ability to automatically store data to a local or remote file if you have a network. Results can be stored to a CSV file format that can be easily read or imported by various other software applications as well. Some of the more advanced features that you would find on more complex systems are also integrated into the software package to allow advanced users the ability to generate and modify calibration curves and develop new analytical programs if desired. Maintenance of the PolySpek is very easy and takes only a few minutes of time each day. The most important area is underneath the spark plate, which contains the tungsten electrode. This should be removed and inspected for sharpness each day. After the electrode has been inspected or sharpened, it is replaced and set to the required gap using the supplied gapping tool. The sample plate should also be periodically removed and the underside cleaned with a soft cloth. The PolySpek desktop spectrometer is an advanced yet affordable spectrometer that can be used for a variety of applications. Please contact us to find out how a PolySpek series spectrometer might fit your specific needs.